So much has been said this afternoon about why the book club has actually was started, and we've got the SDGs that we will be obviously reintroducing to the kids again. And today we'll be highlighting a very important one, which is SDG number 1, whose focus is on eradicating poverty. Right? Do you guys know what poverty means? Anybody? You know what poverty means? Who knows what poverty means? No, something no, close. Anyone? Because you guys know what poverty means? So, in simpler terms, poverty is people who live in extremely bad conditions. You know, like do you know people who sometimes go to sleep without food? Maybe sometimes they don't have clothes to wear, or their mommies can't afford to buy them goodies at the shop sometimes. You guys seen them sometimes, or maybe on the TV you've seen such stories, right? So SDG 1 is to end poverty as much as we can, right? By 2030. Can you guys say 2030?
2030.
Oh, you guys sleeping?
2030.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 2030.
2030.
No poverty.
No poverty.
Yes, all right. So we're going to try to do that by 2030. So we're going to read you a book, and I need you. Okay, so I'm going to read you a book, and I'm going to need you guys to focus, and I'm going to ask questions, right? If you get it right, you might get a bag. You might get a bag. So the book's name is?
Last Stop on Market Street.
Okay, so everyone together.
Last Stop on Market Street.
Yes, all right. So let's begin. So CJ pushed through the church doors, skipped down the steps. The outside air smelled like freedom, but also smelled like rain, which freckled CJ's shirt and dripped down his nose. Can you guys see his nose?
No.
No.
No
eyes.
CJ is the person that's wearing a yellow and green. Blue pants.
Blue pants. This one. The blue pants. Ah, okay. The blue trouser. Okay, fantastic. Right. He ducked under his nana's umbrella. Do you guys know what a nana is? What's a nana? It's a grandmother. Yes, well done. Nana's yes, and a mommy umbrella, right? Saying, how come we gotta wait for the bus in all of this wet? What does it mean by all of this wet? Yes, rain. Well done. Trees get thirsty too, his nana told him. Don't you see that big one drinking through a straw? CJ looked for a long time but never saw a straw. Where's the straw? It's not there. Where? What is it? What do you call it? What do we call it? What is it? A bird. Close. You're very hot. You're very warm. Yes. There's an umbrella. Okay. A rope. Close. So what is a tree made of? And so you have the leaves and water. And the roots come when the roots come up. What do you call the big one? The big one before the leaves. The body, yes. What's the body? Okay. All right. From the bus stop, he watched water pool on flower petals, watched rain patter against the windscreen of a nearby car. His friend Colby climbed in, gave CJ a wave, and drove off with his dad. Nana, how come we don't got a car? What color is the car? Blue. Yes, right. Blue. Yes, it's very blue. Blue for Lala. Okay, yes. Boy, why do we need a car for? We got a bus that breathes fire. And old Mr. Dennis, who always has a trick for you. Can you all see the bus? Yes. Where's the bus? Where's the Right. Well done. Yes. The bus creaked to a stop in front of them. It sighed and sagged and the doors swung open. What did the doors do? Swung open. What's that I see? Mr. Dennis asked. He pulled a coin from behind CJ's ear, placed it in his pocket. Nana laughed a deep laugh and pushed CJ along. They sat right up front. The man across the way was tuning a guitar. An old woman with circles and butterflies in a jar. Nana gave everyone a great big smile and a good afternoon. She made sure CJ did the same. So why do we say good afternoon?
Because we never sleep with them.
Because you never sleep with them. So, do you say good afternoon to your teachers?
Yes.
Do you say good afternoon to the adults?
Yes.
Did you say good afternoon today when you came into the room?
Yes.
No. Yes. Huh? This room, yes. Never. Okay, so we say good afternoon because it's good manners, right? To greet everyone in the room and to greet everyone who's older than you, okay? Alright. And when it's morning, you say? Good morning. Yes. The bus lurched forward and stopped. Lurched forward and stopped. Nana hummed as she knitted. How come we always got it here after church? CJ said. Miguel and Colby never have to go nowhere. I feel sorry for those boys, she told him. They'll never get a chance to meet Bobo on the Santa or the Santa's man. And I hear Trixie got herself a brand new hat. CJ stared out the window, feeling sorry for himself. He watched cars zip by on either side, watched a group of boys off curbs on bikes. Yes. Yeah, listen to this one. A man climbed abroad with a spotted dog. What's a spotted dog? It's a dog that it has? No, it's a spotted dog. So it's a dog. Wait, hold on. So we have to raise our hands, right? Okay. Yes, you said. Look close.
It's a dog that helps the person that does
And not there. Yes.
A dog with spots.
It's a dog with spots, yes. So it says a spotted dog. So it means a dog with spots. CJ, so like a Dalmatian. You guys know a Dalmatian dog? No. You've never seen a Dalmatian dog? No. You did? Okay. CJ gave up his seat. How come the man can't see? Boy, what do you know about seeing? Nana told him. Some people watch the world with their ears. That's a fact. Their noses too, the man said, sniffing at the air. That's a mighty fine perfume you're wearing today, ma'am. Nana squeezed the man's hand and laughed a deep laugh. Yes. Two older boys got on next. CJ watched as they moved on by and stood in the back. Sure wish I had one of those, he said. Nana sat down hesitantly. What for? You got the real life thing sitting across from you. Why don't you ask the man if he'll play us a song? So what does the man have? Yes, a guitar. CJ didn't have to. The guitar player was already plucking strings and beginning to sing. To feel the magic of music, the blind man whispered, I like to close my eyes. Nana closed hers too. So did CJ and the spotted dog. And in the darkness, the rhythm lifted CJ out of the bus, out of the busy city. He saw sunset colors swirling over crashing waves. Saw a family of hawks slicing through the sky. Saw the old woman's butterflies dancing free in the light of the moon. CJ's chest grew full and he was lost in the sound, and the sound gave him the feeling of magic. The song ended and CJ opened his eyes. Everyone on the bus clapped, even the boys in the back. Nana glanced at the coin in CJ's palm. CJ dropped it in the man's hat. Last stop on Market Street, Mr. Dennis called. CJ looked around as he stepped off the bus. Crumbling pavements and broken down floors. Graffiti tagged windows and boarded up stores. He reached for his Nana's hand. How come it's always so dirty over here? She smiled and pointed to the sky. Sometimes, when you're surrounded by dirt, CJ, you're a better witness for what's beautiful. CJ saw the perfect rainbow arcing over their soap pictures. He wondered how his Nana always found beautiful when he never even thought to look. He looked all around them again, at the bus, rounding the corner out of sight, and the broken street lamps still lit up bright, and the stray cat shadows moving across the wall. When he spotted their familiar faces in the window, he said, I'm glad we came. He thought his Nana might laugh, that he'd laugh, but she didn't. She patted him on the head and told him, me too, CJ. Now, come on. The end. Right? So at the back it says, CJ and his grandma take a bus ride together, discovering the beauty and wonder of their vibrant neighborhood. Right? So, what do you guys think they discovered? Can anybody tell me what did CJ discover? Anyone? Discover. What did he see? What did he see?
A rainbow.
He saw a rainbow, yes. What else?
And he also saw rain.
And he also saw rain. Did he see or did he feel it? Ah, yes.
He saw cars.
He saw cars. And did he see a bus or was he in a bus?
In a bus.
He was in a bus. And he saw a blue card. That's true. That's true. That's true. What else?
Also closed his eyes.
Oh, that's a very good point. Why did he close his eyes? Can anyone tell me why he closed his eyes? Why did he close his eyes? You forgot.
That song was making me feel like
Ah, the song was making me feel like magic was happening. So what happened when he closed his eyes? He did. What else? Yes.
Why does it not see?
Yes, he asked why he does not see. True. What else? Did he see colors?
Yes.
He saw colors. What else? Did he feel anything when he closed his eyes? He didn't feel anything.
Not the magic. Before the magic, he saw a magic.
He saw a magic. Oh, he felt the magic too. So what did they play the music with? Sit down. Yes, let's sit down. So who was playing the guitar?
The man with the hat. Yeah.
You're right, the man with the hat. Who else? So who else was with CJ and the man in the hat? Whoa, this is a question. So who was with CJ when he was listening to the man in the hat play the guitar? No, sit. I'm going to ask again, who was with CJ and the man in the hat who was playing the guitar? Who was with them? Nana and the spotted dog. Yes, you guys are listening. Let's give each other a big hand. Well done. So you guys were listening. So it's important to pay attention, right? Yeah, so we can teach each other things that others don't see, right? So tomorrow in the afternoon, what are you going to say to the adults that you see?
Good morning.
Good morning. And good night. Yes. And good evening.
And good morning.
And good morning. There we go. And good morning. Yes.
Good.
And now, so when we finish now, what do we say now?
Thank
you.
And good night.
We end and goodbye. Bye. All right. So. So I'm going to ask you guys, so you're all going to sit over there. We're just going to ask Mollie to just come up and then we'll hand out the books right here.
Hello everyone, my name is Amina Mohammed and I'm the Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations. I'm really excited to welcome you to the SDG Book Club. In 2015, world leaders met at the United Nations and committed that by 2030 we would end poverty, protect the planet and ensure peace and prosperity for all, leaving absolutely no one behind. The 17 Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs for short, are our roadmap for a better future for everyone, everywhere, especially for our children and young people. Reading and learning are essential to children's growth and development. The SDG Book Club provides an opportunity to explore the principles behind the goals. Stories from around the world will fuel our imaginations and raise awareness of the new possibilities to help improve the lives of millions of people. Over the course of the next 17 months, we will discover the 17 goals in all 6 UN languages: Arabic, Chinese, English, French, Russian and Spanish. We hope the SDG Book Club will foster a love of reading and of sharing knowledge and ideas with friends and parents. I invite you to join the United Nations in working to achieve the SDGs, together, everywhere, and for everyone. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Emma Watson. We have an urgent mission to complete by 2030, and I really need your help. We need to fight global inequality, end extreme poverty, and respect our planet. Watch this film to find out how you can use your creativity and power to help us achieve these goals. Thank you. Hello? Hello? Are you there? I was just saying that we have to use our creative superpowers to achieve the United Nations global goals. How? Although the Earth is just a tiny speck in space, it seems enormous to us when we're on it. The global goals can seem huge too, but if you focus on fixing the things where you live, you can make a big difference. There are 3 ways you can help. You can invent, innovate, and campaign. So buckle up and let's take a lightning flight around the world to see what young people are doing already. First stop is Istanbul in Turkey, where we meet Mollie. She's an inventor. Like many big cities, there's a lot of pollution in Istanbul. Some caused by petroleum-based plastics. Mollie wasn't happy about that and wondered what she could do. So she invented a new natural plastic made from the banana skins. Oh, seriously? It's cheap, easy to recycle, and you can make it in your own kitchen. And if you like banana desserts, you can't really lose. Unless you eat too much. So, let's talk about toilets. This is Rohit. He lives in Bangalore in India. The population there is growing very quickly, and so is all the, well, waste. A regular toilet uses 6 litres of water each time it's flushed. This is too much where water's scarce, so Rohit invented a toilet that saves 50% of that water. He called it the vacuum flush. His invention won an international science prize, and now he's flushed with his own success. You can be an innovator, be creative, and think about how to improve the way you live. Take urban creators in North Philadelphia. This amazing group of teenagers reclaimed derelict land in a dangerous, run-down neighborhood. They built a thriving farm where they grow fresh food, and now supply hundreds of local homes and restaurants. Life Do Grow Farm has transformed the community and made it healthier and safer for everyone. Now, let's go to Nigeria, which is one of the fastest growing populations in the world. This is Team Tshwane, a group of brilliant girls who are solving a big problem. Team Tshwane realised that in parts of Nigeria, lots of people get sick because rubbish isn't cleaned up properly. So they created Discardius, a phone app to report waste and have it taken away safely by eco-friendly cars. See? Sometimes a healthier world is just one great idea away. You could be a campaigner. Melati and Isabel are sisters from Bali. They've been on a mission to stop plastic bags from harming their beautiful island home. Millions of plastic bags end up in the ocean. They pollute the water and harm marine life. Melati and Isabel decided enough was enough. They organised petitions and beach cleanups, and now their efforts have convinced their governor to ban plastic bags in Bali by 2018. Finally, let's go to Jordan. This is Mazoom from Syria. She used to live in a refugee camp. Many girls in the camp had to marry so young that they had to give up their education. Mazoom thought this was a big mistake, and she waged a campaign to convince parents to keep their daughters in school and not make them marry too young. All girls have a right to a great education. And just look at what one educated girl can achieve with enough determination. Young inventors, innovators and campaigners everywhere, changing the world for good. And so can you. You just need to care, get creative and collaborate. If we all do that, by 2030 we can really make the global goals a reality. I'm just saying.
Both of those videos demonstrate how we as ordinary people from wherever that we are able to contribute and come up with ideas and learn from all these books. All these books that I hear, majority of them are speaking about the Sustainable Development Goals. And what these books do, they speak to younger ones like the children to try and give them ideas on how they can contribute to the global goal of realizing these goals by 2030. So the idea is that by 2030, sit down, sweet, and be quiet. by 2030 we would have zero poverty and we'd have a nice, safe environment and a planet that we can live from. So what we are going to do going forward, like we said, we did the Sustainable Development Goals from 1 to 17, but we are going to start again from SDG 1. So today we read a book about zero poverty, and we are going to continue doing that monthly up until we reach the Sustainable Development Goal 17 again. So what we try and encourage the kids to do is to read and gain the knowledge from these books that are recommended by the United Nations, and then come up with ideas so that they can actually become active citizens and do something about it. For example, today we read SDG 1, which is zero hunger, which is zero poverty, and we brought the little pots with their herbs. So what you can do is they can try and propagate them and make more out of the little that they have. That way they're able to feed themselves and put the herbs into the food that they make. And that's part of how they, here at TLF, are able to help everyone else in the world realize the SDG 1. I hope, obviously we're going to come back here because it's a book club, and we're going to keep coming back, encouraging them to read and encouraging them to take the knowledge that they get from the books and actually do something about it. With that being said, I would like to thank everybody for listening, for paying attention, for giving us a chance to be here, and for the little ones for also listening, because I know it's hard for them, but so far they've been like great troops. Thank you.